that big since like she bought him when he was 4 from the auction, and then he's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh. Is he like 17.3 or is he?
Yeah, like I think he might be 18 again.
Wow.
It's like incredible standing beside him.
17. I don't think I've been beside a 17.3.
I think Lowen was 17.1. We'll be right back.
So if it works out, Alex, how long will you stay down for?
Well, I'm gonna trial at first, but
Yeah.
then I guess it could be kind of indefinite. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh.
I'm kind of a little bit wary just because I've done it before and it doesn't always work out that great. They promise
Yeah.
you a lot and it's not always exactly what you want. So
Yes.
we'll see.
Yep.
But I'm not complaining that I'm gonna get out of the cold.
Oh, I know, because it's going to start on Sunday. It's like, oh, I'm not
Well,
ready.
I thought that I had heard that it was gonna be colder way sooner. Like I think we were doing okay considering.
Oh, I think we've done really good too. No, I just got the blacksmith was yesterday there to see my Bacardi, and I said, now, am I too early to request, the snowball pads and corks? And he's like, no, I'm putting them on today. I said, thank you. He says, it's going to start soon. And I'm like, oh, no. He's really looking nice, Alex.
Yeah, and you know what? He feels, I want to tell Shelley, he feels great. He's so nice and off my leg today. Doing a great job. Good boy. Good. It also helps them be a bit fresh when it's a bit fresh out.
Yep.
There'll be one thing always with him, because they always have their one side, trying to the left to keep his quarter straight.
Right.
So he goes to throw them in.
Right. My leg back.
Yes, exactly. Good boy. And they're tricky because he does it in the transition. Like right as he's about to canter, he whips his butt in.
Yes. Yes.
He gets ya. Yeah. Good. He feels really good though, like nice and fresh. Yep, and he's starting out with his head lower, which is nice.
He looks fantastic.
Good job. Yep, brought it up. Good job. And see how even with me, he's trying to tilt his neck, like he's trying to get off that outside range, he's trying to be crooked. That's where you're gonna have to be like, okay, sir, I'm sorry, but we have to do some work today. Good. I know. I know it's up. So the canter and the trot to the left, trying to go a bit shoulder forward. Just let the haunches learn to push out. Good. Stay very stiff on this left right. Good. There you go. Good job. Boy. Good. Good boy. He's like, whoa. Alex hasn't been here in a week. But his walk feels good. Okay. Nice and fresh. I'm not having to put my leg on.
Okay.
It's good.
It's not squeaky?
Not at all, actually. Hey. Don't do that. No, he feels quite good. A little stiff to the left, but nothing new. Good. Yeah, so do some more trot. The camera's fine again.
Yeah, so what we'll be doing is, we'll be happy with
Especially when it's cold and you're going to be inside more, it's good to get them out where we can. And when there's no sunlight.
yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh, you like the girl here?
Uh,
Oh, so nice. I'm so glad to get you down there.
Yeah.
I'm very miss you.
Well, and I said to Sylvie, if you guys are ever down there, let me know, because if I do go down and bring Hemi, then I can teach you guys on Hemi if you want to come down.
Oh, that is so
And bring your
fun.
stuff. Yeah, it'd be so fun and he's so safe.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Oh, that's so fun.
All right, Raji.
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's good.
He's like, oh my goodness, is Mummy getting on now?
I like this double rider deal.
You look fantastic on him, Alex.
Yeah, so he's a good boy.
Yeah, you do.
Look at him. There you go. Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, even like funny, dirt, even his muscle is coming up.
Interesting. Yeah. Going way up. Yeah, you know, he doesn't look bad in his weight. I think he's just
I know the feeling.
Yeah, so Sylvie gets back on Friday night, I think.
Right. Yeah, she kind of sent me a message and she's like, oh, I'm so sad. I said, hold on, these guys gotta come to Florida.
I know. So are you coming back for Christmas?
Probably not. My parents had already booked to be in Florida, like just before Christmas, so it might work out better actually.
To be there for 2 months solid for sure.
For sure, and then I'll decide after that. Like basically after that, I'll just stay for the rest of the season and then continue on to Connecticut with them if I decided. But we'll see. We'll see how the first bit goes because everything always seems great when you first start.
Yes.
So I really want to feel it out and
Yeah.
see how we go. How do your stirrups feel? Do you want to put them up a hole maybe? Let's just try to start up a hole.
Okay.
It's so much easier when you're not at all reaching for your stirrups.
Yes. Good boy, all sure.
And you know what? Sometimes on certain days I have to shorten my stirrups. I don't know what it is. But if it's cold,
Yeah.
I find I have to shorten my stirrups because I'm just reaching for them and I hate that feeling. So it's just you're so much more effective when your leg is exactly when you're secure in the calf for sure. There you go.
Great, thank you.
Okay, so even in the walk, especially to the left, really get him off, that inside left leg. Think about putting a spur between his rib cage. Not nagging, but just quick. Even if he takes off in the trot, that's what I would prefer. But especially to the left, even try and do even up the long side, if you try and do 10-meter circles, just lots of bending to the left and already bending an inside leg. I don't even want him looking at that door. His head is going to be down and he's going to be listening. Exactly. Yeah, and if you want to do a circle right in front of me. Yeah, and looking where you're going. I caught myself looking down, so it's good to have someone telling you to look up. Good there. And then you don't forget to give. And that's right with your reins, exactly. Because even in the trot I started, I was getting close to the top buckle there because I really had to suck him in because he's just, yeah, exactly. Kick him on. If you need to trot, you go into the trot. Get him sharp, sharp, sharp. Good. Yeah, and if you feel where to get his head down, you're going to need to do 2 hands.
Yep.
Just do the 2 back, almost like a half halt to get him to release and then give.
Okay.
And that's the aid, not fidgeting, bending, pulling, bending, 1 aid at a time. If you're going to bend, hold your bend for 2 seconds and give. If you're going to hold 2 reins, hold 2 reins for 2 seconds and give. Exactly. That's better. And then give and see if you'll just walk on. Yeah. There you go. And then already do a circle over there. Lots of bending. Very good. Shoulders together, looking where you're going. Exactly. Good, and good with your outside rein. Because I was finding he was kind of pulling my outside rein out.
Oh, yeah?
So just really be conscious. Yeah. Good there. Yep. And a little bend to the inside leg. Exactly. Anytime you're bending with that inside rein, that inside leg is that follow-up. That's because I'm down the road, that becomes almost your bending aid so that everything looks you can't even tell what's going on.
Right.
Because you should just be able to go to the leg, and he's like, oh, that means bend, that means off the leg.
Yeah.
They're just so much sharper.
Okay.
Good there. Nice walk. Yep. Yep, exactly. Trot on if you have to. That's right. And then walk, and then just stay on a 10-meter circle down here, and let's just get it really nice and flowing walk, and so he's listening. And when you go, and you got his head down, but he keeps his head down. So we're just doing nice subtle movements, inside leg, inside rein, hold for 3 seconds if you want, and then give and let him walk on and see what happens. Yeah, that's okay. I'd rather he be sharp. Good, looking where you're going. Good. Yeah, and then give. And then inside bend, inside leg again. Yeah. Good there, good, and give. There you go. And nice and quiet like that. I really like when it's quiet in the hands, quiet in the legs. I don't want his head wagging. Yes. Yeah, walk on. Yeah, exactly. He's looking at something, you put that inside leg on. He has got to be terrified of that inside leg.
Yeah.
Way scarier than the fake boogeymen that are not over there. Good, there. There you go. Yep. And And two, especially coming to this corner, that's where it's good that you're steady on your outside hand. He's going to try and drag you. But you're doing a really good job. Usually, he would have you at the wall, and you're doing a really good job in stopping him with your outside rein. That's very good. Good there. Nice and quiet, exactly. Because when we're quiet, they're quiet, and it just looks so much neater, and their head doesn't wobble, and there you go. And then you can change direction. Doing what we said last time, you get organized, you come up, and then you have your bend before you make the turn, so it's no jigging, no jarring of the head. Exactly. Just so, yeah. Good job. Good. Exactly the same thing. So go down into that corner and do that 10-meter circle. Same thing. And there is such a difference on this side, I feel, where you can ride quieter because he's so much more accepting. So this feeling that we develop on this side, you have to get onto the other side. But you sometimes find this way a bit harder, right? Interesting.
It's my bad side for pulling up.
Yeah, which is okay. That actually is great. Good. Yeah, looking where you're going. Shoulders together, yes. And giving when you can. Always making it kind of a nice experience for them when we can. Good. Nice there. Yeah, and does he feel good on your leg? The walk looks pretty good? Good. Yep. And so when you're going to bend that inside leg, or inside rein, hold it for 2 seconds. Yeah, exactly. Because then when you're kind of pulling and giving, he'll stop when you do hold because he doesn't understand. Yes, exactly.
Hold it
And then you give. Yeah, and that's okay. Because I'd rather he push forward into that than go backwards. So that's very good. So again, you're going to hold and then use that inside leg to follow up, looking where you're going, and then you give. There you go. And again, little bend, inside leg, and then give. Exactly. And see how small that was? And it was so small. We think we have to go like this, and sometimes you do got to grab them, but when you're just kind of working like that, it's just the smallest little, and it's actually more effective. And then I can't even tell that you're doing it. Like I couldn't even hear him move. So that's what I want. That's excellent. Good.
It's definitely more responsive to the leg.
Yeah, which is funny. So again, when you're ready and wherever you want to, we can go up and change direction again. Yeah, and you get your new bend. Yeah, pushing his quarters over. Exactly. That's very nice. Very, very nice. And like little things like that just make all the difference in the percents. Like instead of getting a 6, you'll even get a 6.5 just because of fluidity. And then at the end on your submission marks and things, you get a point higher. Like it all adds up. So it's really important, those little things. Like everyone's kind of like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll just do it in the ring. It's like, if you don't do it at home, you're not going to do it in the ring. Super walk there. That's really nice. And so same thing this way. That really tiny bend. It's still effective, it just doesn't need to, we've got to try and keep it quiet. Exactly. There. Yeah, inside leg. Yeah. Good. And don't be afraid to use like a holding leg. So if you're going to bend for 2 seconds, you can hold your leg on for 2 seconds and then release at the same time. That's fine. I love he's being so nice and sharp. It's great. Good boy. Like, honest to God, there's nothing wrong with going forward, ever. We can never punish them for going forward. And like we said, if he spooks, you work with it, and you turn it into something. Like, they have that energy, then, okay, we're not going to waste our time spooking. Like, let's passage then, if you're that clever all of a sudden. Exactly. Good there. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll pick up the trot this way, and same thing. You can keep on like a little bit of a bigger circle down here, but exactly the same idea. And getting really listening off the inside leg, and getting to the point where you feel like when you give, you can give for a long time before he puts his head up again. Okay? Yeah, bending there. Don't even let him look. Bend and turn. Look where you're going, and make him pay attention to you. Exactly. Like he doesn't need to have time to look at all that stuff. Good there. Shoulders back, looking where you're going. Very good. Looking, yes, very good. And then don't get right to it. Yes. Super trot there. Really nice trot.
That's good.
Yep. And then just try and make the circle a little smaller where you can.
Okay.
Yep, looking where you're going. Good. Yeah, not going to the walls at all. Super there. Very good. And if you ask for a little half halt, does it work? And it does. Very good. And then you go forward. Yes. Shoulders back. A little bend inside leg. Yeah. Yeah. Pushing those quarters up to the wall. Just the quarters, not the shoulder, and that's where your outside rein comes in handy.
Okay.
Very good. And then give. Yes, and then half halt. Whoa. Yes, and go again. And then another half halt again. Whoa, bending, looking where you're going. Kick on. Yep, there you go. Very good. And half halt. Yes, and go. Good, and then when you go forward, the best is to do a little bit of bend. So half halt. Whoa, whoa, yeah, and then give, but still having a little bit of bend, if that makes sense. You still have a bit of feeling on your reins, but when you go out of that half halt, you're pushing them into that little bend. There, that was a great trot. Good, keep bending. Good, and then half halt, shoulders back, heels down. Yes, yeah, that outside rein, don't let them drag you. Good. Super trot there. Nice and bouncy, really nice. And bend, inside leg, and give. And half halt. Yep, and then when you go out, you do a little bend, a little inside leg. Yes. Good, because that makes him use his back when you do that, and then he can push off easier. Good there, and give with your hands. There, 1, 2, 1, 2, really nice. And when you're ready, you'll do a downward transition. You can do a half halt beforehand to make sure he's listening. Good. Yeah, and so that it's a nice active downward. Bend, yep. Even in your downward, you can do the bend inside leg. So we'll try that again. When you're ready and he feels good in the walk, you pick up the trot, and then you do the downward transition again. And that's...
I'm pulling back a bit too much there, right?
It wasn't that you were pulling back, you were kind of just holding and you kind of started bracing.
Yes.
So do that half halt and then think walk and then give. Good. Inside bend. Yeah. So let's try a half halt before we walk. Just do a half halt, make sure he's listening and give. Yes, there you go. And then now you're going to use 2 reins, sit in the seat and put your shoulders back and think walk. And give. Excellent. Much better.
Lovely.
Very, very good. Okay, so we're going to try that one more time. So, yeah, you prepare the walk, inside leg, inside bend. Good, nice, very nice. Really nice and off your leg. And you got to do a half halt before because then you can just prepare yourself and prepare him. Very good. And the half halt gets sharper when you do that because he's anticipating the walk, which is very good. Bend, yes, and give. Don't be afraid. Yep. That's okay. We'll do that one more time.
It's more forward.
Yeah, exactly. Good there. Yep, exactly. And let's try and do it somewhere else. So maybe do the half halt on this side and then we'll walk on the other side. So half halt. Yeah, and make sure if he's not listening, you do another one. Half halt again. Yeah, and give. There you go. Very good. And then when you're ready, you just think walk in your body. Good job. Very good. Pat him with your inside hand. Good boy. Very good job. And so that's one thing too when you're riding on your own. Like you can be asking a trillion questions all the time. Like there should be no time for him to be putting his head up and looking at the doors or whatever because you're going to be half halting. You're going to be walking. Even if you do 100 half halts before you do a walk transition, like I don't care if half the circle is every other step a half halt, just have him listening. And then when you do ask for the downwards, they're so much sharper and it's not that dragged out like sloppiness. So those are really good. So we'll change direction and do the same thing the other way. Really nice. Those are better than I could get to the left.
Yeah? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it looks great, Shelley.
To the left.
Yeah, I didn't look at it at all.
No, he looks good.
Oh, yeah,
His
he does.
trot looks really nice. He's really nice and off your leg.
Yeah.
Which is great.
This direction, it's not as quiet.
Yep. It will be though. So we'll just. He'll do it. You can do it. He can do it. It's exact, and obviously it's easy to say, but that exact feeling that you had there.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to half halt. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to make a mistake because you feel like you need to ask a question. Just ask it. Like if you feel like you need to half halt, you feel like you need to bend, go right ahead. Like that's the only way to figure out what works. Good correction. Yeah, an inside leg, inside bend already. Yep, good, and give, super. There you go. And again, pushing those quarters out so you're not tilting his head so much.
Right. Yeah, I tilt going.
Yeah, that's okay. I tilt going to the left, so we're even. Good. And trot on, inside bend. 1, 2, 1, 2. Go a bit forward. Go. Trot on. There you go. Very good. And then half halt. Inside bend. Half halt. Whoa. Whoa. Good. There you go. And give. That's the feeling of that coming back and then giving. Good. And then that's where it gets tricky because you have to still keep a little bit of contact on that right inside rein because then when you ask them to go, you don't want them going like this.
Yeah.
You want them to push off and push off into that little bit of bend and inside leg. And that's where if you're consistently following up with that inside leg, when you are doing that upward, you can just use your leg and not your rein.
Okay.
It will come to that. Yeah. Yeah, more trot than that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, let's make this circle a little bit smaller down here. So we can work on that bend and pushing those quarters out. Go. Yep. Come on. Yep, bend. Bend and kick inside leg. Yep. Okay. Come. More. 1, 2, go. Good. Okay, and I'm going to get you to walk. Good. Yep. And then trot again already. Yep. Inside leg. Yeah, use your whip if you have to. Come on, Roger. Good. And walk again already. Good. And then trot again. And do that, like walk, trot, walk, trot. Because if he's getting behind your leg and something isn't working, let's get on moving. Good. Good. And again. Very good. Yeah, very good. And try and stay really strong in your core, strong in your back, in the downward and the upwards. Don't let him throw you anywhere when you ask for the upward transition. So let's try to be up even 2 reins and try and make the circle more like a square, just so that you're getting more squared and he's not going to tilt his head.
Right.
So this corner, then you look straight. Yep, then your next corner, exactly, look straight. Come. Next corner, onto reins, straight. Next corner, exactly. And that's the way to fix it. That's the way to fix your tilt, okay? Good. Come, look straight. Good, new bend. Yep, and then straight again onto rein. Keeping the pace. Yes. Looking straight. There you go. And so now, when you do your half halt, this will help his head come down. So on the square, try and do a bit of half halt. Yeah, without letting him drag you out there. Yeah. Come on. There you go. Good. Okay, and half halt. Good, and give and go. Very good. New line, new corner. Good. Corner. Excellent. Half halt on 2 reins. Good, and go. Excellent. There, and then straight again. So I'm going to get you to shorten your reins a little bit and be strong in your body and make him pull his head back. He can do it. Go. Yeah, and then bend around the corner a bit. Yeah, and give. There you go. Very good. And again, bend and give. Good. And when you're ready, you'll do a downward transition to walk. Very good. Yeah, good. And on 2 reins, exactly. And then when you're ready, pick up the trot again. So to the right, for you, I really want you to think about riding a square all the time.
Okay.
To not let him tilt.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, you can make it a square. Good there. Because it's like, that's what happens to me on the left. I end up getting my outside rein dragged away from me.
Yes.
And then they're crooked. And they tilt their head. So it's reminding yourself to try and keep them as straight as you can all the time. Good. And then walk. And so on the square, we're going to do lots of walk trot transitions to make that trot have a bit more cadence because he's getting a bit slow.
Yeah. Short reins.
Exactly.
Short reins, sharper.
Yeah. You got it. Good. Yep. Very good. And then already you're going to walk. Good. And then trot again. Nice and quick. Bend. 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 Yeah, and give. There. And then walk again already. And trot. Good. And walk again already. Very good. And trot. Nice and forward. Go. Yeah. Good job. Very good. Okay, and see if you can do a little half halt. Good. And go. Think one, now almost think lengthen trot here. Bending to the inside leg. Go, 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 go. Yes, that's better. There, and then a square line again. And think forward. Go up further up the long side. Go. Yes, good job. And then come across. Good. And then down this wall again. Go. Bending a bit to the inside if you need it. Just to get them going. Yes, good job. And then half halt. There you go. And then across. And yeah, that's too bad, man. And then half halt. Hard half halt. Yeah. And then give and go. Good. There you go. There's a trot. And half halt. Sit him back on his bum. Yep, not losing that outside rein. 2 reins in the half halt. Good, and then go. And then again on 2 reins. Yes, and give. There you go. Go. Excellent. That's better. Good, so when you're ready, I'll do a walk transition. Sitting tall in your body. Let's try that one more time. I know it gets tiring.
No, you know, it's good.
Okay, so you'll do a half halt before you do the walk, just to make sure he's listening and that you're nice and tight in your core and your shoulders. The half halt is like the opportunity to see if you're going to make a mistake before you do the movement. Like it's a way to check in, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, especially in their tests and stuff, don't realize like every single corner, which is any circle, because you can make a corner out of a circle, is an opportunity to see what's going to happen.
Right.
Because you could almost do a transition to canter when you go through like just to see what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So it's just thinking about that, and then always, like if you're unsure, just half halt, because if they're going to be stiff, they're going to put their head up in half halt. So it's like then you figure it out, and then you can do the transition.
From there, okay.
And it will just prepare them and prepare you. Because I find in the half halt too, if I'm not on my feet properly and my legs and my shoulders are forward, I can't get the half halt I want. Because like if I'm perched,
Yes.
I can feel their butt like bouncing up behind me instead of coming under me. So then I'm like, oh, okay, like I gotta sit more, I gotta get them on my legs more.
That's a position.
Yeah, go, go, go. Good job, good riding. Exactly. Now back to walk. Excellent riding. Yeah, he's like, shit, she got me. Exactly. Very good.
The shorter reins.
Yep. Good there. Very good.
Me, it's my outside foot, my outside.
Yeah, and you know, and I have the exact same problem to the left. I automatically go to my left hand, and then I let my outside rein, and then they're tilting, and then I don't have them straight, and then I panic, and I kind of get to like going like this. So that's where too, if that's happening in the trot, just walk and get organized and go again.
Go back to basics.
Exactly. Okay, so we'll pick up a little bit of canter. We'll just do a couple. It was really good for me, and then we'll go back to some trot, and we'll just do some leg yields and stuff.
Wait, start getting direction or?
Let's start in this direction. Get the hard way out of the way.
Okay.
So from the walk, we'll keep them on a smaller circle. Excuse me. Let's do a circle. You'll do a small circle around me here. Like you'll do 15 meters up here. Okay? Good. Exactly. Yeah. And that's too where it's like, you know, he's used to kind of being able to like pull you out like that, and he's got to learn that mommy's not going to let that happen. So walk again.
Yeah, hold me that way.
Exactly. And I want it walk to canter, no trot step. So inside leg, inside bend, even with that outside. Yes, good job. Shoulders back. Yes. Bend, inside leg. Outside rein 2. Yeah, and then give. Excellent job. Okay, and when you're ready, you're going to trot already. Yep, and you're going to shorten that inside rein a bit.
Yeah.
Good there. Yep, and then get them organized in the trot, and then do a downward transition when you're ready. Okay. And just take your time in these. There's no rush. If off your 8 he doesn't canter right away, don't chase him. Get organized and then canter. So when you're ready, you can shorten the canter just or the walk just a little bit to get him to push off. Yes. Yeah, you know what I mean, like that collective walk that's a bit more active. Yeah, I'm listening. Exactly. Good job. Bend inside leg. And then you can step into that stirrup, remember? So you can kind of go 1, 2, 3, step into the canter.
Inside stirrup?
Yep, so you'll step into the inside and that outside leg just kind of slowly comes back and then you just give and they canter on.
Okay.
Yeah. There, that's okay. Yep, look where you're going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very good. Yep, give, and then bend inside leg. Push on. Good job. Good. Okay, that's okay. Good organized. And you'll go back to the walk. And this again, so even in this circle, it's harder, but think about riding that square, even in the canter.
Square, okay.
Because you don't want to get that tilt in the head.
Right.
Yeah, so whoa. Okay, let's take a breath and get the walk organized. Very good. Yeah, and even in your walk, start doing the square. Start picking your pattern beforehand. Good. Okay, good job. Good boy, Roger. Good job. I really had to go back there. Really, this is really hard. Good boy, Roger.
That feels better now.
Yeah, exactly. Now it'll be nice and quick. Yep, walk on. Exactly. Inside bend when you do that so he doesn't pull you out of the tack. Yeah. Good. Yes. You're not being hard on him when you do that. You're honestly just asking him to put his head down, which is not hard. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was better. So think of your square. Yeah, and then turn. And straight. And then turn. Turn. Inside bend. There you go. Give. And go. Go. Good. And then when you're ready, you can trot. Oh. Very good. Very good. Trot on. Yes. Good. And then walk. Don't lose your square. Your 2 reins. I don't want to, yeah, exactly. See that difference when you kind of went on that line? Yeah. So then when you're ready, you pick up the canter again. Staying on that square. No rush. It's when you're ready. Now when it feels good. Yeah, too bad. There. Good.
Square.
Exactly. Okay, we're going to try that again. Back down to walk. Whoa. Even in that, be really, really like black and white in your 8. Like, they kind of let him just trot there.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a great upward transition, try and fix it and walk like hard.
Okay.
I'd rather he do, like that was like 5 sets of trot.
Yeah.
Like let's try and do 2 sets of trot. You know what I mean? Good. Yeah, so sitting tall, yeah, heels down, and then you're going to step into that inside. Yes, better. Shoulders back. And don't be afraid to give. Go. Yeah, and then thinking of your square. Come on. Good. There. Good. Come. There you go. Very good. Yep. Give. Yep. Don't want that flopping inside right now, so shorten it up. Good. And when you're ready, you come back down to trot. Yep. You sit up. Don't let him pull you like that. And stay on your square on the trot. That's where it gets tricky because there's so much to think about, but that's where it kind of, shows what we need to work on. So just always thinking of your square, 2 reins, staying up and tall in our seat and in our shoulders. Really good. And half halt if you need to make sure he's listening. Good. Very good there. And then when you're ready, you're going to walk. Better. Walk. Yes. Very good. Okay, and then when you're ready, you're going to pick up the canter. So just think about stepping 2 nice steady reins, a little inside bend if you need it.
Okay.
And you can think of that step kind of as your inside leg, like a little pressure to step into it.
Right.
Yep. Oh. Good there. Yep. And 1, 2, go. Okay. And so we're going to do a walk transition. Really row. Better. Walk on. Yeah, that's okay. So a little tougher. Be a little tougher on him. Keep his head down. Hold him and go into that canter. You can do it if you can do it. Come on. That was cheating. So we're going to do walk. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. And again. Canter. Yeah, it's better. Go. Good. Shorten that inside rein. Good. There. Feel that? 2 even range. That's better. Good. Okay, and then already you're going to think about walking. Hard. So you do a little half halt, and then whoa. Sit up. Whoa. Sit in the tack. Yep. So we're going to try that again. Don't let your reins get too long. They might feel like they're really short, but he's got to put his head down. So, too bad, Roger. Good. So that upward transition canter you did was really good. So think about that. You've got to kind of hold him down and push him into the canter. Don't be afraid because you're not. It's a funny tack. I don't want any part of your thigh or your butt out of the tack. And you're going to drive him into that canter. Like you hold his head and sit and drive. Okay? Whoa. Yeah, whoa. He already started trotting before the canter there.
Oh, okay.
So whoa. Good. Get the walk organized. Yes, that's right. Got it. Short. Exactly. Yep. Good there. Yep. Okay, and a little bit of bend in your tack and just take canter. Better. Better. There's a nice canter there.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Really, really nice. Good in your seat, good with your hands. Okay, and then you're going to think downward transition. So a little half halt. Whoa, that's okay. So that's where it's tricky because you do a little half halt to check in and then give. That's where we trot. You got to hold a little bit, half halt, and then so it just slows the canter down. So then when you do come to the walk, it's a bit easier. So let's try that upward transition again. Take your time. There's no rush. When you're ready, that's when you do it. So sit in your tack. Lean into that, almost that inside. That's okay. Whoa. Alrighty. Whoa.
So more stronger.
Yeah, and think about not just trying to like canter. Like you've got to kind of step into that canter and outside leg back and hold with that inside rein to get the bend. Because then that's the aid to only canter. We don't want to trot.
Right.
So, little inside bend. Yeah, exactly. And don't let him throw those hips in. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. He already takes those trots back. We don't want that. So, come and make a smaller circle around me. Bending. Bending. Yeah, holding that outside rein. Exactly. Good. Yeah, okay. Bend your rein, canter. So, lean, 1, 2, 3, and canter. Better. Bending, bending. Look where you're going. Good. And then thinking, whoa. And then give. Good. And then think trot or walk. Holding that outside rein. Whoa. Better. Whoa. Good.
Sit up.
Exactly. Okay, and then get that canter again. It's a shorter inside rein. Yeah, right on that side. Yeah. Happy? Yeah. Yeah. And then just count to yourself. You're going to think 1, 2, 3, and canter. Okay? Whoa. Then, and inside leg. Yes. Yes. And canter. Good. Okay, and walk. Whoa. Whoa. Good. And again, you already picked up your canter. Just like the walk trot transition, that's just canter. Better. Good. And then already walk. Whoa. Gotta walk quicker than that. You're stronger than that. You can do it. Okay? Good. And you know it's canter. And canter. Very good. Go. There you go. And whoa. Sit. Whoa. Yeah, exactly. Better. Great. So when he's gonna hit the reins a couple times like that because he's used to just giving them away. So that was very good in your body. Okay. So you got a couple more times. Whoa. Okay. There you go. Exactly. There. Good. Good. Okay. Better. Go. Super. Much better. And same thing, you're going to prepare, and when you're ready, over the downward. It's going to be like, boom, like pulse. Yes, good job. Yeah, so think of that when you're going to the walk.
Yeah.
Pulse and then the walk.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Yeah. He's like, oh, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, Roger. So we'll do 2 more circles. We'll do like 2 more canter walks, and they're going to be perfect, and we'll get it right.
Okay.
You can get it. Yeah. And be hard on him, be hard on yourself. You're gonna, like, imagine Charlotte Desjardins right now.
Yeah.
Like, God, she would terrify
Oh,
me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she's terrifying.
Walk, walk. Start to rain, stay organized. That's one thing too, for yourself as a rider, do it when you're ready. Just because I say canter, I don't care what you canter. Do it when you're ready to canter. And you do it when you're ready to walk.
Talk,
Yep.
outside.
Yep, many cross steps. So almost try not, you're kind of like over preparing.
Yeah.
So that's literally single tap and hand. Like that's it. With the very active, you sit better.
Yeah,
Better. Keep being nice and sensitive to your aids, but now too sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay. You have the best. Good. And take hold. Better. Great, good job. One more time. Not essentially trying to halt, and then get backwards. Yeah. Backwards. So we walk. Good. And then walk.
Walk.
Bend. Bend and canter. And canter. Go. Good. Come. And then take halt. And halt. Good and walk. Give. That moment where he's gonna halt, that's where you give, and that's where you gotta like work on it being walk, not halt.
Okay.
And in the canter, you have to work hard too. Don't like
Yeah.
make. I know you're asking a canter and then kind of just like hoping he canters. Like canter, like you gotta ask and you hold until he canters. Because you kind of like, oh, I think canter and then try.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really ask, make it black and white. Okay. So bend to the inside. Yeah. Sit in that stirrup and just canter. Go. Better. Go. Good. And then you're gonna think halt. Whoa. 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 And walk on. There.
Right.
Right. Okay, now ready. Inside bend. Inside leg. Think about bending. Because if you're like this, it's gonna canter. Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
And canter. Go. I'm just gonna grab the word for it. Just so I can help with the set. You do a nice downward transition. Okay. Thinking halt.
Okay. Keep hold.
Whoa. And walk. There. Got it. Okay, Roger. Don't make me get this down, man. No, now he's like,
Now
oh.
you're doing my good.
Ooh. Well done.
You get it.
Good. Okay. Walk. Look where you're going. I want you to do, you're doing all the work. I just am here as a backup.
Okay.
So, inside bend, inside leg. 1, 2, 3, canter. That's good. And then you're going to prepare to do your walk. You're thinking, whoa, halt. Whoa. And go. So that took too long. So thinking halt. Okay, okay. Take halt to the left. Inside bend, inside leg. Good. Yeah, when you're ready, I want it to be like, two reins in. Whoa. Good, better. You really got, every time you get on transitions now, you gotta think, what can't help me do is like reading a letter. So like, if you're gonna canter, think, okay, I see his shoulders have to be walking.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll try it one more time this way.
Okay.
And one thing too, don't be afraid to use your voice asking the canter, because that helps sometimes.
Yeah.
Just with the rhythm. Because sometimes you catch them off their gait, and then they try, where you say canter, they kind of go, oh, okay. Like they kind of do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, inside leg. Exactly. Good. And then think about C. So already. Whoa. Whoa. Better. Good job. Okay, one more time. We're gonna make it perfect, right? Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, you have to be thinking that you're going to sit him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Right as soon as he does that, you give, and it's like that perfect walk-up transition.
Right.
Good job. Okay, so we'll try the other way. Same thing.
I think you're standing the whole time.
I know. I'll come into the ring with you. But it does help to get the feeling.
It does, yeah.
And then it makes it easier to do it on your own, because that's where it is hard in Canada. Like, there aren't a lot of horses where you can go and get the feeling of learning things on.
We're just
Walk
saying
on, don't let them do that.
We're just saying that same thing.
Yeah. But still, I don't know, there are some people not just here and like, they really aren't that great. So it's just hard. It's better to learn on horses that's actually gonna teach you
Yeah.
to fix the problem. Good. All right. So okay.
And then,
Yep. You got a walk. That was their starting.
oh,
Whoa. Whoa, Roger.
now he's like, where?
Yeah, he's ready to go now. He's still out stuff a whip. Okay, so when you're ready, you count. 1, 2, 3, and count. Good! Excellent! And don't be afraid to give now. Just let him go. Quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then you're gonna think about Steve. Burn. Yeah. And pause. Walk on. So that's split second, yeah? That's okay. You gonna start your reins?
Moving forward.
It's hard because like and you're getting jarred everywhere. I know.
Then sit back like you're saying. That's not.
Yeah, and you gotta be like thinking you're like almost slamming your butt into their back. Like, you know it sounds hard and you're already in the attack, but think about like like really like stop. Yeah. And grip with your thigh if you need to. Be like, whoa.
Without your stopping.
Yeah, exactly. Just to get the 8 across and then you give it your hands and then you roll into the wall. Good. Okay. Whoa. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was my ball. Good job. Whoa. You can do it. Excellent. Very good. And you're gonna look at Steve. Think. Whoa. Excellent. Much better. But a little quicker.
Yeah.
Back to the walk, but nice and rich, like cool. Like that's what I want.
Yeah, I feel that.
Very good. Whoa.
That was more responsive.
Yes. Good boy, Bar. Oh, we know Roger.
I know, you're thinking hard, but I know.
Okay, when you're ready. Yes, very good. Very good. And now ready. Whoa. 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 Very good. Okay, one more time, and then we're going to go back to the other direction. Like this way, no problem. Good job. So whatever you're doing this way, do it the other way.
Okay.
It's going to be perfect. That's okay, but I can't go to the back of the camera. Way too much work. So walk.
My shoulder step forward.
Yeah, okay. Left hand, inside leg. Is that good? Okay. Come on. There, go. More hammer. Just like a snail. There you go. And flat and attack. Whoa. Good. Good. Much better. And then it just takes practice.
Yeah.
And he becomes more aware.
Yeah.
Good job. So let's try it one more time the other direction, okay? Really, really good. Honestly, I hate canter walks. Like I can barely do canter walks on family half the time.
Yeah.
It's like the hardest thing because they want to trot.
Yeah.
So it's easier
Yes.
and they don't have to sit and use themselves. Like if I was a horse, I would do the same thing. Good. So exactly what you're doing the other way. You're very secure the other way. So
Yeah.
think about it this way.
Same thing.
Make yourself feel uncomfortable in that you're putting more weight on because I feel like you're being weaker on your right side.
Yeah.
So make yourself uncomfortable, but then it will happen and then it becomes more comfortable. Good. Go. Inside bend. Excellent. Really nice. As you're looking at your left. In your attack. Sit. Better. Whoa. So even when you get that initial still hold, because he's still kind of like, yeah. So we're going to do it perfect this time. He's such a little bugger, eh? He's too smart for his own good.
Yeah.
Okay, palm. Oh, and one. There you go.
Great.
Okay, so one more time. Okay. Whoa, whoa, don't rush. Don't rush. Okay. Whoa. Look at him now. He's like ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Cancer. Excellent. Woo, very good. I love that. Whoa. So that's where you have to be really tough.
yeah.
You're kind of just kind of like, ooh. I want you to be like, and then whatever the wrestler girls are, like,
Yeah, yeah.
do it.
Okay, one more time.
Yes. Whoa.
Walk.
Exactly.
And
Cancer. Very good. You got that figured out.
yeah.
Okay. Think pulse. And here. Yes. Very good. Give me five seconds in my hand. Good.
Good boy.
God, every time. Every time. Good boy. Super, super riding. That's hard stuff because there's so much to think about.
Yeah.
And you have to be equally as hard on yourself as you are on them. Because we can kind of get into the habit of like, okay, whatever, like, yeah, and if we do like a couple drop steps, we're like, but then it's like that's not the movement. Like the movement is standard walk. So you're in trot, you get 5.
Yeah.
And then kind of doing that.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
and it does better training it every time because that's not much work. Like you that going to the right the second time with like upward transition was so much
Oh
easier.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And he was really pushing. It was great. He
Yeah.
actually went like
Oh,
into
you
the
can
canter.
feel it. You
Yeah.
can feel it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think we let them weigh so much for doing half-assed.
Yeah, yeah. And too, because you get to a point too where it's hard riding on your own. You get one thing and you're like, great, I got it. You're not really thinking about how you got it. You're like, I just got it, and I'm not going to question it. No, that was really
Yeah,
good.
that's really good. Thank you so
Super, super
much.
riding. Very good boy, Roger.
Oh, that's great. I miss you.
You know what? That's all you guys should do. If you want to video your rides, you just send them to me.
Yeah?
And then I can call you and we can like watch them.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we'll go over it at the same time.
Oh, that'd be great for you.
That's easy to do.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, no problem.
And then we're gonna take with the video. We can have it like blasting through what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. Hook me up to like a surround sound. Oh my god. And that, like, you know, you hear your own voice on a video, and I'm like, holy, I cannot stand my voice.
No, your voice is fine. I feel like I get talking way too fast.
Yeah.
You hear the
I can get going like kind of where I don't take a breath, and then you hear me.